Hi everyone and welcome to this week's video. Let's talk about my hair first. I thought I would try to cut my bangs, but clearly it didn't work out so good. Don't really like them, but what can I do? My hair's gonna grow out anyway, so I'm not too bothered by it. And yeah, otherwise in today's video we are going to, I am going to be trying 3 new recipes from my new cookbook. Here it is. I have a very bad habit of buying really pretty cookbooks and then never really doing anything with them because I am a creature of habit and I like cooking my favorite comfort meals that I already know and love. But yeah, I have a couple of cookbooks at home and I've never tried any recipes on there, so I thought I would start a new series where I would force myself to try new recipes from them. And yeah, I wanted to start with my newest book. It is called Pizza, Pasta y Amore by the restaurant chain Gruppomimo. So it's a restaurant chain that I've seen around in Paris but I have not actually tried. But the cookbook is so pretty. Look at the cover. I love the little illustrations. And the inside's really pretty as well. And I had a look through and I picked some recipes that I wanted to try, so we'll be doing that today. We will be making tiramisu, carbonara, and an appetizer with eggplants that is called aubergine pané façon cotoletta. So yeah, we are going to be doing that today, and without further ado, let's go get started. We are making the tiramisu first because it takes the longest to make. So I started with the coffee. Damin and I aren't coffee drinkers and I had this coffee left over from when a friend came to stay, so we're using that. Then I transferred the coffee to a wider dish so it cools faster and I diluted it with more water. Next we're working on the eggs. We need 8 eggs, so I pop them in a bowl. Then I separated the whites from the yolks. We'll work with the yolks first. I used a hand mixer to mix the yolks together with half of the white sugar. Then I mixed in the mascarpone and continued mixing it with the hand mixer until I got a smooth consistency. Next, I whisked the egg whites with the rest of the sugar until we got some soft peaks. When that's done, I mix the yolk mixture with the egg white mixture. I should have folded in the whites into the yolk, but I did the opposite. You want to make sure that you're folding them in gently so that the egg whites remain light and fluffy. So now we have our creamy mixture, our coffee, and our store-bought ladyfinger biscuits. It's time to assemble. First, I dipped the biscuits in the coffee and lined the bottom of a tray with them. When the layer's all done, I poured some of the cream on it and spread it out evenly. This one's an extra step that wasn't in the book, but I also added in some leftover chopped chocolate bits on it. Then I repeated the steps with the biscuit to make a second layer. And then I topped it with more cream. And now's the hardest part. We have to just let it sit in the refrigerator for 12 hours. It'll be a long 12 hours. Ooh, time for lunch. We are making carbonara the Italian way. First, I put 3 egg yolks in a bowl and then topped it off with a generous amount of pecorino cheese and some pepper. Then I mixed everything together until it was all well incorporated. Then it was time to cook the pasta. That part's easy, just follow the instructions that the pasta came with. Next, traditionally you would use bacon or Italian cured pork, but we avoid cooking meat as much as we can at home, so we're using this veggie option instead. Since it doesn't have the greasiness of the meat, I added some oil to a heated pan and then cooked this veggie bacon until I started seeing some color on them. When the pasta was done cooking, I added it to the pan with the bacon, along with a teensy bit of the pasta water. I mixed everything well together and then popped them into a mixing bowl and topped it with the sauce we made earlier. Mine was a little bit too dry, so I added a bit more of the pasta water to make it easier to mix into the pasta. And there we have it, a delicious plate of carbonara. What do you think?
Very good.
Yeah? You like?
It's good. Yeah, actually it tastes like bacon.
Good.
And to finish, we're making Italian breaded eggplant. To start, I heated some oil in a large pan because we're going to be doing some deep frying. Then I cut the eggplant into little half moon shapes. For the coating, I mixed some breadcrumbs with generous portions of pecorino and Parmesan cheese. We also got some egg for the coating. With the sliced eggplants, the egg, and the breadcrumb coating, it was action time. I coated the eggplant first with the egg, then with the breadcrumb and cheese mixture, and then it went straight into the oil. I let it fry until it was golden brown on both sides and then put them on a rack for the oil to drip. And that was it, a delicious plate of eggplants fried to golden brown perfection. We love to see it.
We've got the eggplants. I'm gonna do a little taste test. Go on.
With fingers.
Yeah. Is it
Very
crunchy?
good. Very good. Crunchy.
And then like when you bite in, there's the juiciness of the eggplant. It's good, huh?
Yeah.
Hello, it is the next day and I've got the tiramisu here. I let it set in the fridge overnight so it's had plenty of time to settle down, and now we're just going to dust on some cocoa powder and then we're going to enjoy it. It's time to try the tiramisu! I'm so excited.
Very exciting.
Me too.
Oh, very. Wow.
That's good.
It's like heaven in mouth.
You should be a food writer. So good.
Quiet, quiet.
It's like not too sweet.
Very soft.
Very light on the taste. But very flavorful. Me like it.
Me too.
Hi everyone, just to conclude this week's video, I would say that was so much fun trying new recipes from this super cute book. I'm really glad I did it. I would say that the portions do tend to be a little bit big. For example, the carbonara I made was definitely for more than 3 servings. But otherwise everything was super delicious with pretty simple ingredients, so I'm really glad I tried it, and yeah, looking forward to the next time I try some new recipes from another cookbook. Thank you so much for watching this week's video, and I will see you next week. Bye!